Hello, traders, and welcome back to the Friday Wrap Up, October 3rd, 2014. This is the Friday Wrap Up after the New York Stock Exchange closed. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator every Friday after the New York close for the Friday Wrap Up. And also, during the trading week, we do the market opening preview every single day before the London Open. Traders, great to be with you. I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. Came over to Thailand for a holiday for 3 months, and well, traders, today I'm still here and I'm loving life. I trade Forex every single day. I'm in the Forex markets. If I'm not necessarily taking trades, I am in the markets. Having a great time. Love what I do. I love talking to you every single day, well, 6 days a week, and producing these little YouTube videos for you. Hope you get something out of them. I'm coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, where it has been an absolutely gorgeous weekend, I have to be honest with you. It's been really nice. I figured I better do my work, though, and get this video done. So here we are, traders. So let's get to it. This is our risk disclaimer. Please remember that Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, remember to trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders' past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, I think I've got like 19 charts to show you today. They're all daily charts. We'll go through them pretty rapidly. Don't want to be around too long. However, I would like to make a little commentary. I didn't make a commentary slide today. Sorry about that. NFP came out very well. Pips moved like 60 to 70 pips on that move. I'm sure people made some very good profits on Friday if you set your trade plan up right. It did a whipsaw. It basically went in the opposite direction, almost 30 pips, and then came all the way down in the next, I'd say 2 hours, came down almost over 70 pips. So it was a very nice trade. I don't trade the numbers in news, so I was not able to take advantage of that. I was in the Euro Yen trade, and I was just so lucky. 10 minutes before the data came out, my trade had been in the negative for I got in the trade at like 3 o'clock Thailand time, and 7:20 p.m. I got like 4 pips in profit, and I exited the trade. So basically, it was a break-even trade. I did make some pips on it earlier in the day. So the Euro Yen treated me pretty good on a Friday. But I have to tell you that, I don't trade the numbers. And, in hindsight, it would have been a great trading day for me because if I would have stayed in it, put my stop like 100 pips away, which I would never do, I could have made 70 pips and would have really had a great weekend. But I don't trade the numbers. Why do I not trade the numbers? Because I'm not good at it. And that's the simple reason. I have nothing against it. I am just not good at it. All right, let's get over to these 60-minute charts and stop talking about my trades. Let's see what's going on. Okay, this is the dollar Swiss. Remember, this is basically the opposite of the euro dollar. And as you can expect, the euro dollar dumps. So what happens to the dollar Swissy? It just screams. And that is Friday's candle. And it is just bullish as it can get. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in Asia on Monday. Well, it's my Monday morning, your Sunday night in the East Coast of the United States. And to see if all this profit taking starts and this starts to come back down. This is the Euro Yen. Traders, use the Euro Yen if you do not have a dollar index chart on your platform. If you do not have a dollar index chart, which on this specific platform, I'm using a different computer today, does not have the dollar index chart. But take a look at this. The dollar index chart is very, very bullish. You can see it's been sideways for a long time, but you can see we had 2 days of a downside. I think that was just a fib of the last swing, and I think we're going to continue with dollar strength. Unemployment came down. in the U.S. NFP numbers were good. Just we keep getting positive and positive numbers out of the U.S. Here's the Aussie dollar. Wow, what a move this has made, huh? Look at this down move. Again, any dollar pair just absolutely dumped on this NFP data. Like I said, a lot of people, I'm sure, made good profits. What you don't see in this is that whipsaw. This actually whipsawed probably half of this candle before it actually started. The candle actually started to the upside, and it took a little bit, probably like 3 or 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden just started down. But yeah, this whipsaw. If you only had your stop at 10 pips or 20 pips, even 25 pips, you got whacked on this one. This was quite a show to watch, to be honest with you. I did watch it. One of my favorite pairs to trade is the New Zealand dollar. You can see it's been sideways all last week. However, again, it's a dollar pair, dollar strength, and you see that big black candle. But now we're at some really significant support. We've got like 5 days worth of support here. Very interesting to see how Asia and the European Open reacts to this data. Now, of course, when the data came out, Europe was still open and still in session. In fact, it was right after London lunch. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this works out in the end. Here's the Euro Aussie, which is, I really love trading the Euro Aussie. I did say last week, watch this. This is coming up to resistance, And I talked about it during the market opening preview that this is coming up to resistance. And you know what? Look at this. This is the daily chart the last 7 or 8 days. It's that resistance has not done a thing. Just hanging there. Finally closed Wednesday, Thursday. Here is Friday. And here we are. So we're finally below the 200 exponential moving average. Hopefully we're going to see this resume its trend to the downside. The way to trade this is just take a trend line back there and just put a trend line on that and take it to the short side. However, look at this Bollinger Band. Be careful of that Bollinger Band. You get close to that Bollinger Band, you might want to exit your trade. The Euro New Zealand is another cool currency pair. I don't trade it. I have to be honest with you. And not that I wouldn't trade it. I would trade it. But you can only trade so many currency pairs. So I did not. I haven't traded the Euro New Zealand in quite a while. So all I can tell you is that, on this daily chart, it's above the exponential moving average. It looks like it's taking the bounce. And it looks like this is just a fib of the previous swing. And this looks like this is just going to continue to the upside. Here's our famous Euro dollar. Look at this. Look at that daily chart, huh? That last candle for Friday. NFP, yeah, just down. This thing is just going to dump. They're talking about this going. They're talking about this going down to like 121. I mean, it's crazy what they're talking about in the social media and all that stuff, which I'm really trying to listen less and less to. But they're talking about 121 and 122. They're saying this thing's just going to continue to dump. There's no news coming good out of the Eurozone. Draghi's talk last week was horrible. He didn't have anything positive to say. He's like so close to just coming out and saying, listen, you know what? We are just going to do quantitative easing and start, printing money and, just get on with it. But he's stalling to say that. I don't think he really wants to, but it's true. Look at this dollar CAD. Same thing. Very strong, very bullish. The dollar CAD is opposite of what? The pound dollar. So, the pound dollar has been dumping. The dollar CAD's just been rising. Really, the dollar CAD's been acting better than the pound. The pound has been all over the place a couple of times in the last 2 weeks. But dollar CAD's doing really well. For a loonie, they call it the loonie for a reason, but for the loonie, it's taken out these highs, if you look left of the chart, and it just keeps taking them out and just keeps going higher and higher and higher. And if you trade the daily chart, all you just want to do is just want to fib this and get some sort of a pullback and then just take this off. Look at this, how it took off this center Bollinger Band, which is a 20 simple moving average, and just went through the roof. Here's a Swiss yen, like anything with the yen, like you wanted to buy on Friday, right? But the Swiss yen has just been dumping. It's now below, after Friday, it's closed below the 200 exponential moving average. If it takes out this low here, it's just going to continue. Be careful with this. Profit taking is going to come in here again from all this data on Friday. So there's a good chance this is going to end up on our next Asia session by the end of the our next trading day, that this is going to be above the 200 exponential moving average again. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it bounce. I mean, look left of the chart. All the time it's touched that 200 and just bounced up for a lot of pips. Here's the beast, the pound yen. You know, exactly what we would expect with the data that came out. And it had been dropping for 2 days. Once it dropped below this 200 exponential moving average and closed below it, I talked about this on Friday in the market opening preview, that, you know, it's now below this 200 exponential moving average. Expect this to come down and come short. And again, look at this whipsaw this candle did, right? If you took this pound yen and traded this for NFP, you probably got zapped. You probably got zapped because this candle started here and basically went all the way up and then came all the way back down. So depending on where you were in this, hopefully you did not get hit with that. Here's the Aussie yen. Aussie yen's been pretty flat. Look at this for last over a week of trading days. It just loves that 200 exponential moving average. It's not doing a lot. It's just hanging out. I haven't traded the Aussie yen in quite a while. I do like it. I think it's a great pair to trade, but nothing really happening here. So, you know, we're just going to have to stick with it. Here's the euro yen, which I trade a lot. I did trade, like I said, I did trade this on Friday twice. Made some good pips on this, made some profit. Sweated out the last 4 hours, well, more than that, 3 p.m. to 7. Yeah, 4 hours. Really sweated it out. Like I said, this whipsawed up before it came back down, guys. And, you know, if you already had your stop at 15 or 20 pips or 25 pips, you really got slammed on the euro yen for NFP, and then to see all that profit. So yeah, pretty interesting to see how that's going to work. Let's see, we've got the Aussie New Zealand. I just thought I'd put this in here. One, because I think it's a cool pair. I don't trade it very often, and not that I would. You just can only look so many pairs a day, right? I look at 6 currency pairs on my charts, on my main trading platform, you know, as a regular. So when I go to one of these different pairs like the Aussie New Zealand, it's fun to watch. But what's fun to watch here is this double top. You know, you got this double top here. You know, this came all the way back down, came back up. Now you got a double top here. You're at resistance now. So now, you know, the last 3 days it's come down. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this is. You know, for those of you like Head and Shoulders, if you look at the bottom here, there's your head. Go come up here to the left here. That's the left shoulder. There's the right shoulder, right? Here's your neckline. You know, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, basically you have here's an inverted head and shoulders. Here's a New Zealand yen. I haven't put this chart up in a while. I really haven't really looked at it. I went through a lot of charts today, traders, just trying to put some new ideas into people's mind and to, you know, to get out of the same old and try to expand a little bit. But, you know, if you look at this New Zealand yen, this has done some nice movement over the last, you know, 2.5 weeks. So some really nice movement. However, the last, you know, trading week was quite up and down. Remember, this is a daily chart. These are a lot of pips here, folks. These are a lot of pips here. Here's a CAD yen. Not much here to say other than it broke nice off resistance. Actually, what you had here was what? You got a decision candle, indecision, and then decision candle. What candlestick formation is that? That is correct. That is an evening star, and it worked. What does it do? Thank you very much. And let's take us down. So, you know, you waited over a week to get down, but, you know, it's giving you some really nice pips. But, you know, candlestick formations do work. But, yeah, CAD yen, again, yen pair. What can you say? And last, but I think this is last but not least, yes, the pound dollar. And as you would expect, like, you remember I was saying how the pound was all over the place the last couple of weeks. Look at this, up, down, then back up again, then down. So, but I'm hoping that this is just now going to continue its trend to the downside, and the dollar is just going to keep getting stronger and stronger. It's, you know, last week the dollar went over 1100, so it's just going to, the dollar index, and it's just going to keep going. You know, that some people are talking like 1150 and stuff like that, which is absolutely crazy. But, you know, I don't see no end in sight because there's no competition really. The Eurozone is like, you know, I haven't heard a good number come out of the Eurozone in I don't know how long. And I mean, that's what they're telling us. Can you imagine what the truth is? So you just gotta just keep an eye on that. All right, traders. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this Friday after the New York close. Well, actually, it is Saturday for me, traders. But I'd like to thank you for joining me. And please enjoy your 2-day break. And we will see you Monday for the market opening preview before the London Open. Traders, have a great break, and we'll see you next time. Take care, and bye-bye.